Good morning, everyone. Today we are in Ezekiel chapter 27. And as we read yesterday in the chapter pertaining to the city of Tyre, this is a lamentation that God is going to send against the city of Tyre. Now, Tyre is a city that is not a part of Israel. It is north of Israel in an ancient area called Phoenicia. It would be modern day Lebanon. And it is going to be a major port city of the day. It's going to be one of those city-states of the ancient world. And she is going to be one of the richest cities in the region as far as that part of it is concerned. And so as we examine chapter 27, there's going to be a lot that deals with the type of city that Tyre is, and also the means of its downfall. And so as you come into the start of chapter 27, you have this message from God. He says in verse 3, "O Tyre, you have said, I am perfect in beauty. Your borders are in the heart of the seas. Your builders have perfected your beauty." Tyre considers herself to be perfect. Now, the idea of perfected in beauty carries with it the idea of having everything she needs. There is nothing that she lacks. She has riches, she has wealth, she has military fortifications and strength. She has everything that she could ask for. The people of Tyre, as you see throughout this particular chapter, are not just a seafaring people, they are the major trade group for this particular region. Throughout the chapter, in chapter 27, you are going to have references to every major and many minor nations and cities around the world that traded with Tyre. They brought in materials and they brought in riches and wealth from everywhere. And they were considered among the foremost seafaring people of their day. And so you have them going to everywhere from Egypt to Persia to Spain and Italy and all of these different areas in Africa and so on and so forth. They are going to be a people that are known far and wide. They are going to be ones that are going to believe that they've got everything under control. They are perfect, except they're not. And God is going to illustrate to them that in their feelings of perfection, that they don't need God, that they don't need any of the things that He has stated. They are going to fall. And you have the statement that's going to be made in verses 34 and 35, where he says, "Now that you are broken by the seas in the depths of the waters, your merchandise and all your company have fallen in the midst of you. All the inhabitants of the coastlands are appalled by you, and their kings are horribly afraid. They are troubled in countenance." Even though Tyre is going to have quote unquote friends around the world, none of them are going to be there for Tyre when she falls. When she is going to be overtaken, there's not going to be anybody that is going to help. Oh, they're going to be shocked. They're going to be appalled. They are going to be worried and afraid because of the things that have happened to Tyre and the way that Tyre has fallen. But they're not going to help. They're not going to save her from her demise. In the previous chapter, God tells about what's going to happen with the fall of Tyre, and he foretells the various events that are going to take place over the course of a couple hundred years that'll come to the fall of Tyre. But here you have the fall of not just the city, but of the influence and the prestige of Tyre as well. Because everybody knows who Tyre is in the days of Ezekiel. Everybody has worked with the city of Tyre. Everybody has dealt with ships of Tyre. But they will also all deal with the fear and the loss of Tyre. These are the things that are discussed here in Ezekiel chapter 27. And the message to us is that we need to be very careful that we don't get to believing that we are perfect without any help, that we don't need anybody else, that we have things under control all by ourselves, and that our influence and that our status and that all of those things are all that we need. Because if we do, we will fall. Tomorrow we'll come back and we'll begin examining chapter 28 as God continues his discussions of the city of Tyre. But for now, have a great day.